Hey my wandering wanderers, today we're going to be doing a flow reading underneath the star sign of Ophiuchus. Pretty much we're just going to take a moment to identify the energetic concept with the Soul's Journey Oracle deck, and then we're going to go ahead and pull additional guidance with the So Far Below deck. Alright. That being said, please take a moment to understand where Ophiuchus is located in your chart prior to, so this will help you identify how we're going to flow through the energies this week. Also note that this energy is identified for a week segment, so if you're unable to understand and identify or work with this read now, please note that you can always double check during the week to see where you're at. Okay? That being said, let's go ahead and have a couple of things to keep in mind as we work through this spread this week. So a couple of things to think about in this segment or during this reading is you know, what's this concept / energy this week? Am I aware of this energy from Ophiuchus? How am I aware of this information physically? How am I picking up on this energy, this vibe? And also, am I aware of what I'm working with, or am I aware of the energies I'm working through this week? Like, am I conscientiously aware of the factors that I'm trying to flow through this week? Okay, just a couple of things to think about as we go through this flow. That being said, if you resonate, great, and if you don't resonate, thank you for your time. Alright, let's get into it. Dear universe, we're here seeking a clear channel for your guidance underneath the star sign of Ophiuchus for flow this week. Dear universe, we are here seeking a clear channel for your guidance underneath the star sign Ophiuchus for flow this week. Alright, let's see what we got going on for Soul's Journey. Ooh, purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Yeah, purpose card this week. I know last week we had felt guilt last week, but I digress. Purpose, I know what I'm here to do. What is this perception of purpose? When working through these energies of Ophiuchus this week, how do we know what our purpose is? What are we working through? What are we flowing through? And how do we take a moment to identify what purpose means for us? Simultaneously speaking, how do we know when we're on purpose? And even then, what is this perception of this purpose, and what is it that we're actually here to do? In the instance that you're not sure, might want to take a moment to peep into where Aquarius is at in your chart. Maybe this might help you flow through what this energy is. Well, yeah, what is it that you know that you're here to do? What are you here to do? Are you understanding this perception of purpose? And the last week was like was dealing with constructs of guilt. If you knew what your physical purpose is, or if you were aware of what your purpose now, was this able to help you overcome some of the issues that you were dealing with last week? And if you were feeling guilty last week, were you able to recognize what you were able to do? Were you able to recognize what your purpose was outside of the energies that were occurring from last week, if that makes sense? I guess what I'm trying to articulate, from last week to this week, were you able to understand why this was something that you might be here to do, knowing that you shouldn't feel bad about it anyway? Food for thought. Let's go ahead and pull additional cards for this purpose energy so we can flow through it this week. Okay, let's go ahead. From the perceptions of guidance, especially when we're flowing through this purpose this week and understanding this perception of flow, especially with this purpose. What is this core belief that we're starting to understand? What's this core belief, especially when it comes to this purpose and how we're flowing through it? What is this belief that we're understanding? How do we understand how bad it was? And how do we recognize the pieces that we need to or how do we understand these pieces that we need to get the ball rolling? How does that pertain to our purpose this week and how we're flowing through it? Simultaneously speaking, when it comes to understanding this belief, how bad was it when it comes to like just something to think about when it comes to this belief? How bad was it when it comes to putting all the pieces together to move forward? And even then, were we able to understand what this purpose was? Just in case some things might be backwards for a couple of individuals that might be you know, really going through it, especially with this Ten of Swords card that's here trying to help people put pieces together. When it comes to understanding what this purpose is, what is this core belief, and why does it seem like all this stuff is coming together in such a way to help us recognize the pieces that are moving forward? Simultaneously, when we're aware of our purpose, to have these pieces come together to move forward, people wants to come through. How do we understand this belief? What is this thing? Oh, this wants to say disaster recovery. What is this thing that we want to, that we're understanding that was bad? This might be something that could be identified. Also, how do we take a moment to understand, like how do we take a moment to understand the pieces that we're going to be taking from this Ten of Swords energy in reverse and helping put this stuff together to move it forward? How does that help you understand this aspect of this purpose that you're here to do? Aquarius check. That being said, please note that it's very important to have a moment to experience this information and discern it for yourselves, okay? Dear Universe, thank you for your time today. Peace be with you. Namaste. Thank you for your candor and have a nice day.